Hey everybody, it's Greeno. Thought I would continue on with the metal and hard rock 80s stuff. I think I left off with the J's. We're starting with the K's tonight. Just kind of goofing around down in the music room. Got a couple of days off, some vacation. No real plans, just kind of chilling out. Had a pretty crazy week. Have two daughters and both drive and both total cars on the same day. So it's been a fun week. So alright, get talking about music, I guess. Forget about that. Go ahead and get started. The usual, starting at the end, working forward. Gamera, Animality. I think these guys were from Germany. This is like a 4-track release from '89. Just standard metal, kind of, you know, that melodic metal, I guess. Nothing crazy heavy. It's kind of cool. Cooney, and the name of the album is Mask. And this guy's like a hotshot Japanese guitarist. Came to America and recorded this album. This is a Japanese pressing, but on this album Cooney plays all guitars, and I think he had 3 albums in the 80s. This is from '86, and he would just have guests on the albums. He was like he was the main guy, and it was never a constant band, I guess. But like this has Billy Sheehan on bass, Frankie Banali on drums, Neil Turbin, original singer from Anthrax, on some vocals, Kevin DuBrow doing some backing vocals. So it's a bunch of different people on here. It's a really good album, you know, just full on crazy guitar work. Next be Krokus, Heart Attack. I guess everybody kind of knows Krokus. This was kind of towards the end. What was this? '88. When they were kind of more going for the glammy kind of sound. Krokus, Alive and Screaming. I always thought that was a cool cover. This live recording for like '87, '86. Krokus, Change of Address. Like I say, this is I don't know, they were kind of going downhill on this album. This was the one that had the cover of School's Out. Krokus, The Blitz. It's probably the last album I really liked by him. Actually, they had an album a couple years back they released, and I think only one member, Mark Storace, I think is his name, the singer. It's pretty good. I heard some of it, but just never have seen it around to pick it up. But I guess this is kind of the album that broke them when they started heading more kind of glam. Headhunter. It's a pretty good album. It said Eat the Rich and Screaming in the Night. It was '83 and '83. Great cover. One Vice at a Time. This is probably the first time I heard Krokus. Remember seeing the video for Long Stick Goes Boom. Crazy. They were kind of more, you know, hard rock, metal, I guess, in that era. Then they ended up, you know, after they got some success on MTV, they turned into kind of the joke of Crocus. Hardware. This is 81. Much more hard rock. Metal Rendezvous. This had Bedside Radio, I think. Yeah. Always liked that song. This is from 1980. Another great cover. Next, Pay It In Metal. And this is a Swedish pressing. They were from Switzerland. Yeah. So this is a Swiss pressing, not Swedish. Netherlands, however you want to look at it. But this was, I think, the original cover. And there's also this cover for Pay It In Metal. I think this is German. Yeah. Printed in, or pressed in Germany. And last Crocus is I have is Painkiller. This was probably 80 or 77, 78. 77 probably. And he actually had 2 albums before this that I've never come across. So I think they started around 74. It's pretty good hard rock for that era, you know. Alright, next Creator, Terrible Certainty. Always like that back cover. It's thrash. Next, Crank, Hideous. And this one actually have a picture that's signed, and I didn't get the signature, so but it's cool to have the promo shot picture. Here's the actual back cover. It's on Metal Blade. I believe these guys from around Philadelphia. And it's just you know, full on metal. Next, Richie Kotzen. It's from '89 on Shrapnel. He was one of the Mike Varney Shrapnel kids. I guess he went on to play with Poison, and he's had a lot of, you know, solo releases. Next, another Japanese band, Kodomo Band, Heartbreak Kid. Just kind of, you know, little glammy metal, I guess. Not really the greatest album. Next, Kicks, Blow My Fuse. Great band, local band from the Baltimore area. Saw these guys a ton of times back in the 80s and still seeing them today. I saw them last 2 years in a row at M3 Fest, and I didn't go this year. They played again. And what show was it? I think it was Judas Priest and Whitesnake. And Whitesnake canceled. Coverdale was sick or something. So they called Kicks, and they ended up opening for Judas Priest about 3-4 years ago. And they were That was probably one of the better shows I've seen of them for a long time. They were great that night. And probably my favorite Kix album, Midnight Dynamite. Saw George, American Music Picker, I think is his YouTube name. Just picked up a copy of this. Love that album. And their second album, Cool Kids. And it's kind of a little trivia. On this album, one of the guitar players wasn't on the album. I think he was having a little rehab stint or something. But they got Brad Divins right here. You can see him here. Who was the singer for Wrathchild America. So he came in and played guitar on this album, Cool Kids. He was a singer, bass player for Wrathchild. He's now a big front house sound man. He's done everything from well, he's doing Garbage right now, I heard, but he's done like everything from Cyndi Lauper to some of the newer bands that I don't know, like Linkin Park. I think he did them, toured with them. But he's went on to a pretty good career. Of course, he's doing that, and Larkins, and the drummer for Wrathchild is now the drummer for Godsmack. And last for this video is the first Kix album. And I would suggest, I mean, if you're into the hard rock and metal, and just if you haven't heard Kix, definitely check them out. Just such a fun band, and if you ever get a chance to see them live, they're incredibly fun live. Steve Whiteman's probably one of the best frontmen out there, and is still great today. They never disappoint. So that's it for this one. Might try and shoot another video tonight, finish up the K's. Should be able to do it in 2 videos. So I'm going to post some comments, or thanks for watching.